You're listening to Spring River Chronicle. Audio on the go.
First National Banking Company. Get checking that pays with Super Plus Checking at FNBC.
Fraud, pills and high speed led to felonies for two men. By Lauren Siebert. After calling in a fraudulent prescription, which led to a high-speed police chase, two men from Northeast Ark were apprehended. Two men were arrested May 1, after attempting to fraudulently purchase prescription drugs from a local pharmacy. According to Highland Chief of Police Jeremy Stevens, Sharp County Sheriff Mark Huntz received a call from Davis Pharmacy in Highland stating that a male subject had called in a fraudulent prescription and was on the way to attempt to pick it up. After the call, Chief Stevens, Sheriff Counts and Sharp County Sergeant Stan Haney proceeded to the pharmacy and waited for the suspects to arrive. Shortly after the officers had positioned themselves, a blue Ford Taurus occupied by two Caucasian males entered the parking lot and drove to the drive-thru window. The two suspects, who would later be identified as James Barassa 35, of Jonesboro, and Billy Jones 22, of Bono, then requested the prescription. Once the prescription had been filled, Sergeant Haney stepped up to the suspect's vehicle and identified himself as being with the sheriff's department. Barassa stomped on the gas pedal to get away, spraying Haney with gravel from the parking lot and darting out into and across traffic at a high rate of speed. Chief Stevens proceeded to chase the vehicle, blue lights running toward Hardy, but was slowed by the school zone, as Barassa had flown through at life-threatening speeds of more than 110 mph. The suspects entered the turn lane maintaining their speed and crossing into oncoming traffic, causing several vehicles to move out of the way as the suspects weaved in and out of the oncoming motorists. Chief Stevens was able to catch up to the suspects near KFC as the chase continued. The suspects nearly caused an accident near FM 101 Road, losing control of the vehicle briefly. However, Barassa was able to gain control and continue on. Barassa attempted to turn left beside the Ironworks on the United States 62, 412, but because he had failed to decelerate, he was unsuccessful and ran into the ditch, sliding back into the roadway, nearly causing yet another collision. By this time, Cherokee Village officer Jeremy Rose had joined the chase to aid in the capture of the suspects. Nearing Thayer Gas, Barassa stopped his vehicle long enough to allow Jones to exit the vehicle. Jones attempted to run, but was promptly stopped by Officer Rose, who successfully tackled him. Barassa began to speed off again, but a blown engine forced him to stop across from Ace Auto Sales. Jones and Barassa were taken into custody and transported to the Sharp County Sheriff's Department. The prescription bottles purchased from Davis Drug Store were recovered from inside the vehicle, along with a couple other empty prescription bottles and one unlabeled prescription bottle full of pills. Reportedly, in an interview with Jones, he stated that he was unaware of what had happened, and that he was sleeping while at the pharmacy. He had also advised that he was under the impression he and Barassa were looking for a parts store when he woke to spinning gravel. He was unable to give a consistent story. Barassa was also interviewed and stated that Jones had called in the prescription and had talked him into picking it up. He explained they had staked out the pharmacy, checking for police, before pulling in. He also advised that the medication in the glove box was hydrocodone and that they belonged to Jones, but that he had taken one of them. Barassa noted he was aware what he had done was illegal, and that he should not have done it for anyone. It was also reported that he told Jones to state Barassa had nothing to do with the incident. Both men were later tested for drugs. Jones failed for 4 of the 6 drugs on the test, Barassa failed for 2 of 6. It was reported that Jones had also recently received criminal charges for the same offenses in Jonesboro. Jones was charged by the Sharp County Sheriff's Department with fraudulently obtaining a controlled substance, a Class D felony, and obstruction of governmental operations. Barassa was charged with fraudulently obtaining a controlled substance, a Class D felony, fleeing also a Class D felony, reckless driving, no seatbelt, no proof of insurance, improper passing, left of center, careless driving, following too closely, unsafe lane change, improper turn, no turn signal, cutting in before safe, unlawful use of center lane, speeding in a school zone over 110 mph, and finally possession of a controlled substance.
Thanks for listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go. Be sure to subscribe to the paper and check us out online at myspringriver.com.